Hello, Secondary 1 G3 students. Okay, I'm JC and today I'm going to cover the mathematics post-exam activity. So if you're not G3, alright, I'll highly encourage you to follow along because there may be some of you who is going to be taking mathematics in secondary 2 at a higher level, alright, at express level, okay, or G3 level. Alright, it's possible from G2 you can just go up to G3. Okay, I've been here before. Okay, let's start proper. So for today, right, there's this activity which is the key lock. Alright, I already have 3 keys, but one of them I have tried and it does not fit the padlock. So your task today, alright, is to make sure that you fit the key into the lock. Right, you fit the key into the lock. Alright, my lock is a bit damaged, but you can see that you need to fit 2. Okay, I have 2 keys and there's only 1 lock, so only one of the key can fit into the lock, the other one cannot fit into the lock. Alright, we will do this at the end of the lesson. Okay, so let's start. Today we're going to cover a crunchy secondary paper. Alright, so some of you with very keen vision already see that I've written something here. Alright, but I'm going to restart it so that those people who are following can who just joined can see. Alright, okay, but for the first question, right, alright, I have done this in my previous class and a lot of them, they don't understand the word is misleading. Okay, misleading means confusing. Alright, so I put there because 2010 is off. Okay, so basically it is an advertisement. Alright, and the number of bicycles produced had doubled between 2010 and 2020. So it does not make sense that when the number of bicycles produced, it does not mean that the bicycle can double in size. Alright, so in 2010 I have one size and 2020 I have another size. So both years should actually show the 2 bicycles of the same size instead of a bigger bicycle in 2020, because 2020 is about times 2 the size. Alright, we do not know definitely for sure, but if you write the keywords that I have squiggly lined, alright, you will guarantee yourself 1 mark. Alright, moving on to question number 2. I'll be doing all the short answers today, so let's start. Alright, so it's given that t equals m bracket m plus 4 over 6 minus n. Calculate the value of t when m equals 17.348 and n equals 2.14. Write your answers corrected to 2 decimal places. Alright, first you need to write t, okay, because that's what they are asking for. You need to then sub m and n. Alright, so m you need to write 17.348, 2.14 plus 4 over 6 minus 2.14. Right, with this you are allowed to use a scientific calculator. Right, in this case I'm using a calculator for my phone, so let's check. Okay, so the first answer is 106.517 over. Okay, I will highly encourage you that when you write your answer, please write your answer, okay, corrected to 6 SF. Okay, 6 SF first. Right. Okay, so your answer will be 27.595. You need to therefore write 27.6. Sorry, 27.6022 dp. Right, this is a primary school question, yeah. Okay, and if you write this, you'll be guaranteed 2 marks. Right. Question number 3. This one. Okay. By writing each number corrected to one significant figure, estimate the value of 49.8 times 7.9, okay, root 49.8 times 7.9 over 3.5. Okay, you should know the definition of one significant figure. You should have learned this before. Alright, one significant figure, so anything that has a 0 at the start will not be counted as a significant. All other digits, including a 0, will be significant. Alright, so corrected to one significant place, so we still write root. The question does not change, so you need to write root. Okay, give your square root sign, and it will be 49 times, okay, 9, okay, over, okay, because it says one significant figure, so it will be 4. Okay, one significant figure. Okay, one significant figure, yeah. Sorry, this should be 8. Okay, and 49.8, you can write it as 4. Okay, 49. Sorry, not 49, sorry, my bad. What am I doing? 50. Okay, can? So then you will write in your calculator the value. So this will be 20 over 4, answer 5. And this will be your 2 marks. Okay, should be quite straightforward, yeah. Okay, next question. If you need to pause the video, please pause the video, okay, because I'll be, as I said in all the other videos I've said, I'll be going pretty fast. Alright, question number 4. The residence committee plans to distribute 126 pencil boxes, 252 pen, 189 books equally without any leftover to the needy students in the neighborhood. Find the largest possible number of students who will receive the gifts. Alright, for this one, you will need to estimate. Alright, estimate what is okay, they say plans to distribute 126 pencil boxes, right? Okay, okay, 252 pen, 189 book. First, add everything up. Okay, you have 567 items. Alright, and it says that they don't have any leftover, so you need to do the prime factorization of 567. Okay, this is basically like your HCF question. Then you do give me your answer. Okay, 2 marks. Next question, I will let you try yourself. Okay, can? It's a simple concept of HCF and LCM. Yeah. Okay, and if you have, please email me. Okay, I'll be putting my email address over here now. If you need to take it down, take it down. Alright, can? Alright, let's move on. Okay, question number 5. Express 22 3/4% as a fraction in its simplest form. Okay, simplest form, 22 3/4 over 100. Okay, or you can write 22.75. Okay, here is 0.2275, but they ask to be in a fraction. Okay, fraction in its simplest form. So simplest form of alright, so it will still be this one. Okay, I'll be writing like that because they say it can also be expressed like in this way. Alright, when you go to secondary 3, alright, you can put as a decimal or fraction. Alright, but because they say it's a fraction, I would like you to convert this into fraction. Okay, this will be your try yourself question. Next one will be express 14 gram as a percentage of 8 gram. This is simple. 14 over 8 kg is 8,000 gram times 100. Okay. Okay, alright, 14 over 8,000 times 100, you will get a grand total of 0.175. Okay, so it'll be 17.5%, because you need to times 100. Okay, you need to factor in the 100 because this one, although I put times 100, alright, this should be the percentage, right? But percentage must have something 0.5, cannot be this, so this will be a rejected answer. Okay, can. Next, in the pentagon PQRST, angle QPT is 160, angle PQR is 80. Calculate the value of x. Now, this one you need to know that all quadrilateral, no matter what, all internal angles, okay, is 360. Okay, so you will take 160 plus 80 plus 2x plus x plus x plus 28 with a bracket equals to 360. Alright, and from there you will work out, so it will be 240 Okay, then on this step you will shift the numbers to the right. Okay, you have to bring down all your x's here. Okay, this is your 3 marks. each exterior angle of a regular polygon is 18 degrees. Find the number of sides of the polygon. This will be a try yourself question. Please attempt this question by yourself. Alright, because I will not be giving you the answer. This one should have already been taught. Alright, can? Okay, next. Okay, guess we need to wait for a bit. Here we are. Let me set my network first. Okay, anyway, all the questions here, please try yourself, okay? Because I'll be going back to content. So, okay, there we go. So, yeah, so basically, because I do not have any, because my network is down. Oh, okay, it's back up, very good. And back up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this one is coordinate geometry. I will not cover. Okay, I will jump straight to this. Alright, a group of students were surveyed to determine how they travel to school. Their choices were represented on a pie chart as given below. So you need to know that all pie chart degree, okay, all pie charts is always 360 degrees. Alright, all the things inside is all 360, so you need to do 126 plus 74 plus 4x 360. Okay, plus x plus 3x will be 4x. Okay, so then you will take 360. Sorry, so take 360 minus 126 minus 74, which will give you 160 plus 4x. Okay, so 160 equals to 4x. Okay, 4x is 160. What is x? X will be 40. Right? Calculate the percentage of the students who travel to school by MRT. Alright, you need to look at MRT. Alright, it's 126 degree, so it will be 126 over 360 times 100%. Okay, you should get 35%. Okay, it's a very low percentage. Please use public transport often. Do not waste fuel. Alright, next one. If 204 students travel to school by bus, find the total number of students surveyed. Alright, so if 204 students were by bus, so 300, so now you need to take 3x, which is 2 over 4. Y is x. X in this case will be 68 because the x value has changed. Alright, and because this is 68, sorry, this is 68, this is 204, sorry, 68, this is 204, right? Calculate the MRT 126, so that one will be Okay. Okay, then from here you will need to try yourself. Okay, it's not all the try yourself is not that I do not know, is that you will need to practice by yourself. I actually know the answer, but I'm not giving you all the answer. Okay, next, Ahmad bought several thumb drives at $32 each and twice as many calculators as thumb drives at $43 each. Let X be the number of thumb drives purchased. If the total bill is 1534, write down an equation in terms of X. Okay, in terms of X, so that means it will be, okay, it will be, sorry, 32x four. Okay, I think this is a correct one. 2x 43. Okay, yeah, so basically what this question is saying, that is 2x 43 because, right, there's twice as many units. Okay, 2 times unit. Okay, so that will be your equation. So it will be 32x plus 86x 1534, which will therefore be 118x 1534. Okay, find the number of calculators purchased. Right, they say there's twice as many calculators. X is 13, and twice as many calculators as purchased will be 43 times 13, which will give me 559. Okay, there should be twice as many. Okay, next one. Question 10. The following readings in degrees Celsius are temperatures of several freezers recorded by health officers in a food court. Find the difference between the highest and lowest temperature. Okay, highest temperature is 0.4. Okay, 0.4 is the highest, and the lowest will be minus 2.1. Okay, then you may be asking me, but JC, you need to find the difference, right? Isn't it minus? Because isn't it minus? Okay, technically yes, it is minus, but because there's a negative, it will be 0.4 plus 2.1, which will give me 2.5. Simple. Next, average temperature of the freezers is sum of all temperatures of the freezers over total number of freezers. Using this info, calculate the average temperature of the freezer. So these are all the freezers, the temperature, the range is all here, right? So because they are all here, you need to add all the temperatures together, okay, which is minus 1.6 plus minus, okay, zero point 0.5 plus 0.2 plus minus 2.1, okay, plus minus 1.5 plus minus 0.7 plus 0.4 plus minus 1.2. Okay, type everything into the calculator. So you should get minus 1.6 plus minus 0.5 plus 0.2 plus minus 2.1 minus 1.5 minus 0.7 plus 0.4 minus 1.2. Okay, so you get minus 7, right? And then there's a lot of temperatures, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8, so it'll be minus 7 over 8. Answer minus 0.875. Okay, 3 significant places. Sorry, yeah, 3 significant places, so it'll be minus 0.880. Okay, next one. Okay, this will be a try yourself question. Okay, same thing for here. Okay, question 12, we'll skip it. We'll go all the way until paper 2, which is this one. Okay, this one. So it says here, write the following numbers in order of size starting with the smallest. Okay, this one you are allowed to use calculator. Okay, in secondary school, all questions calculators are allowed. Alright, so let's start. 0.2 with a dot. So you can see that 0.2 on top of a 2 there's a dot, which means that it is 0.222222222 all the way. Okay, so we'll just write as 0.22. Okay, pi, you should know the value of pi, 3.14. Alright, cube root 27. Okay, you are allowed to use calculator for this one. Alright, your answer is 3.0035 over 8. .63 and minus 0.2 squared, which is 0.04. Okay, out of this you should range it from the smallest to the largest. So the smallest will be 0.04, so you need to write it in original form. Okay, write in original form. Okay, if you now write original form or you just leave your answer as 0.23, 3.14, it will be wrong. Okay, so the first one will be minus 0.2 squared. Next one will be 0.2 with a dot. Okay, next one, cube root 27 followed by pi followed by 3.5 over 8. Okay, you can see they are all original form. Next one, written as a product of its prime factor 2520 is 2 to 2 cubed times 3 squared times 5 times 7. Express 336 as a product of its prime factor. Now this one, you will need to use your ladder method. Okay, 336 3, right? It can be 1, it can be 3, which will be 112. Okay, and 112 you can divide by 7, which will be 16. Now remember, prime factorization equals to prime numbers only. Okay, that means you cannot use like numbers like 4, 6. Alright, because 4 and 6 are not prime number. Right. Next one will be 2, 8. 8, although it's very tempting to write 4, but you must remember this is prime factorization. Okay, so it will be 2. Again, tempting to write 4, do not do so, just write 2, 2 and 1. Alright, so it will be 2 to the power of 4 times 3 times 7. And it says a product of its prime factor. So, product of its prime factor will mean that you have to leave your answer like this. Okay, the number 2520k is a perfect square. Find the smallest positive integer value of k. So, you need to now put them side by side or on top of each other like this. Okay, so you want to find 2520k and you are given that you can square root, right? So k will be, you need to take 1, 2. Okay, how many numbers do you need in order to get a perfect square? Okay, how many of the same numbers? So like for example 5 and 7, because if I have another 5 it will be 5 square, if I have 7 it will be 7 square. Okay, and those are although they are not perfect squares, but they will give you a square. Alright, can? Okay, next one, find the smallest positive integer for which 336h is a multiple of 2520. This one, please try yourself. Okay, next one. Okay, this one. In the diagram below, PQ and RS are parallel and BDE is a straight line. Okay, now given that BDE is a straight line, that means any angle that is within that line, if there's two angles, okay, that touch, okay, that go like this, right? Do take note, this is 180 degrees. Alright, find X, Y, and Z, giving reasons for each answer. Okay, first of all, we can already find X. Alright, X is 180 minus 78. Reason, okay, reason being, okay, this is 5 marks, so it's very heavy weightage. Okay, the answer is 102. So the reason is very simple, interior angles. Okay, then which line? Okay, which line? PQ parallel to RS. Okay, Y is over here. Okay, Y is over there. Now you may write, okay, as you can see, there is a Z. Okay, there is a Z. That means whatever angle that is here must equal to the angle whatever is here. Alright, can? So Y will be a try yourself. Okay, let's look at Z. Let's see where is Z. Z is right here. Okay, I think Z is very straightforward. Yeah, Z is actually very straightforward. Z is 51. Okay, reason vertically opposite angle. Okay, how do you know there is an X intersection? So wait, let me erase this. If you can see, there's a point intersection here. Alright, so there we go. So it will be 102. Okay, this one will be try yourself, and the next one will be 51. Okay, next one, the product. Okay, write and simplify the algebraic expression for each of the following statement. This will already be, I think, the last yeah, this will be the last question for the day. Okay, for everything. So let's start with 3a. 3a is a very simple question. Okay, it says that write and simplify the algebraic expression for each of the following statements, the product of 2xy and 5y. So that means you need to 2xy times 5y, which will give you 10xy squared. Easy. Okay, easy. Yeah, because 2xy and then you bracket 5y. Okay, there's no such thing as times in algebra, so you need to bracket 5y. Okay, do your distribution method. Okay, the distributive law, right, and you get the same answer. Okay, 10xy squared. Okay, next, subtract the square root of p from the cube of q. What does that mean? It means like this. This is very simple, yeah. Okay, square root of p minus cube of q. Is that simple? Okay, is that simple? Next one, factorize completely the expression. Okay, this one, alright, will bring you back to your algebra identity. So if you remember correctly, it will be a plus b square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? And another one is a minus b square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now, these are the identities that you need to memorize in your head. Alright, so it says 28x minus 16y plus 8. So you can already tell what is your a. Your a is 28, right? Okay, minus 2ab. Okay, minus 2ab plus b squared. This question, try yourself. Okay, I already gave you the first hint is 28 something. Okay, let me give you a hint. Use brackets in your expansion. This is try yourself. Okay, part 2, minus 9p square minus 72p cube. This is completing the square. So this is completed square form. You need to uncomplete the square. Okay, you need to incomplete it. So how do you make it incomplete? Alright, you minus 9 bracket, okay, p square minus 72p cube. This is not simplified. Okay, you can even simplify further to 9p minus 9. Okay, because you already factor the 9, right? So you will need to put an 8 in front. P please understand the simplification. Alright, please understand, because this one I really have no choice, but I have to cover this. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Let's see how. Okay, the good thing about this is that you can factor out the PQ. Okay, then you do all the way yourself. Right? Okay, the answer that I'll give you, I will stop here. Okay, the rest is ready, you go and do. Alright, until you get a solution. Right, can? Alright, so this is all for me for today. Okay, but before we go, remember the activity. Okay, we are going to do again. Okay, this will lead you to your sec 2. Alright, let's see which key should I pick. Do you guys agree that I should pick 2? 2 ah? Okay, let's pick 2. And the 2 fits inside, and the result is let me draw one more log. And the result is you unlock the lock. Right? Alright, so that's it for this key lock activity. Alright, now you know that key 1 doesn't go into a lock. Alright, but key 2 fits into a lock, and therefore it is unlocked. Alright, you're moving on to sec 2. Alright, so alright, that's all for me for today. Alright, but before I go, I would like to make a statement. Okay, sorry, in another type. Alright, so congratulations on finishing your first year in secondary school. Alright, please complete the try yourself practices that I have labeled for you guys. Alright, once you are done, please email me at the email address that you see there. Alright, and therefore the concluding statement is Alright. Alright, sec ones. Alright, secondary ones. It has been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure guiding you, alright, for this little post-exam activity. Alright, I know this may not be the end because this is only the first year in your secondary school and you have 3 more years to go. Alright, but you're moving on to secondary 2. Alright, with JC, it has been a pleasure of me guiding and teaching you today, alright, for this post-exam activity, and I hope that you have learned something new. Alright, I hope you have recapped your the skills that you have learned, alright, because you will need them for secondary 2. Alright, if you decide to take additional mathematics in secondary 3, I will still be here. I'll be guiding you all the way. Okay? Alright, secondary 1s, you are moving to secondary 2. I hope that you will take this time and really revise all your work. Alright, make sure you revise everything, make sure you're comfortable with all the work that you have done. Alright, although your end of year result may not be the best, alright, but trust me, in secondary 2 you have a lot more to improve. Alright, it has been a pleasure with you. Alright, thank you very much for joining me today on this special occasion. Alright, I know it's 10th of October 2024, but do hang in there because well, in my main channel, alright, let me link my main channel here. Okay, please go and follow my this channel because I'm on an overseas trip in December and I'll be vlogging and sharing my experience with you guys. Alright, okay, it has been a pleasure with me guiding you guys. Alright, thank you very much. This is JC. Alright, this is secondary ones. This is JC over here. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Alright, sorry, not a very Merry Christmas, a very delightful year ahead. Alright, and in December, Merry Christmas to all the Christians out there. Alright, happy have a great start to a new year. And this is JC of me signing out. Thank you very much. Have a good day.